Hey YouTube, it's Mr. Eric. Today is Monday, September 20th. Got off to a rough start today. I got up kind of late, around 10 a.m., just because we were playing poker last night, and we also played volleyball, so I was mad tired. I woke up with sand on my feet. No fun. Took a shower, then head over to the warehouse. And I've been at the warehouse all freaking day. Yup, just grinding it out here. But anyways, when I got to the warehouse, I got to picking orders. So I did the Amazon orders, I did the eBay orders. And while I'm freaking going through the eBay orders down there in aisle 1, freaking Josh Grooms comes up to the door because it's wide open and I'm letting the AC out and everything. And he scares the crap out of me. And I'm like, oh my god, sorry Josh Grooms. But he's like, yeah, it's alright. And him and I chat for a little bit. Here's what happened. So last week, I basically texted Zach and said, yo Zach, my boy Josh Grooms, who works next to me, he's looking for a partner, somebody to take photos for his shoes that go on Poshmark and everything. He said he's willing to pay like $1.50 per photo or listing, and that adds up to like $30+ an hour. So Zach's like, oh yeah, bet, that sounds pretty good. And I'm like, yeah, bet, that's pretty good money, better than Home Depot. And you know, Zach's not really into Home Depot right now. I guess today, Zach and Josh Grooms were supposed to meet at Panera. And I knew about this, but when Josh Grooms told me that Zach ghosted him and flaked on Panera, I had to act like I had no idea what was going on. I think it was kind of my fault because I invited Zach to play poker last night and he stayed till probably like 1 a.m. and then he went home. But then Zach told me over Snap that he fell asleep like late because he couldn't fall asleep. So yeah, I guess he didn't show up for the Josh Grooms meeting. And Josh Grooms seemed a little bit annoyed, but yeah, that's okay. He's over it now, I guess. He's gotta find somebody else. From then, we got into another topic. All of a sudden, Josh Grooms starts asking me about Amazon. And I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. I get to give some of my Amazon knowledge to him. So he asked me questions like, how much have you made this year? Do you list only books? Do you do other stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I only list books. And then he starts asking me, like, you want to try listing some shoes for me? So I think, bet. Yeah, I could try that. So I go over to his warehouse right next door, and he tells me to open the Amazon seller app and start scanning the books. So that's what I do. And he's asking me if I am approved. And according to the app, it looks like I'm approved in some of those shoes. Daniel, Sorrel, Merrill. Why do they all end in L? Whatever. But I scan those shoes and it says I'm approved. So Josh Grooms, then he starts scanning. He's like, yeah, I'm not approved. I've been trying and I'm not approved yet. So he says, we could work on something maybe. You can list the shoes on Amazon for me and I'll give you a percentage. And in my head, I'm thinking, wow, you know, that's a pretty good idea. I could get a little cut of money for 0 to no work. We work out like a percentage thing. He said he could give me 10% of all the sales price, not the profit he gets, but the sale price. So if it's $130, I'll get 13 bucks for that shoe. So we agreed on 10%. Tomorrow, we're gonna, I think, list one of those shoes. We're gonna meet up at some point tomorrow and list one of those shoes. So, gonna be good. Yeah, but anyways, when I was done with Josh Grooms, by the way, Josh Grooms hooked me up with a Mike's Hard Lemonade. It's in the trash can right now. It was freaking sick. He told me he doesn't like beer. I don't really like beer either, so it was a great bonding moment. After Josh Grooms, I came back to finish picking the orders, packing them. Jeez, it still takes forever to pack those orders. Once the orders were packed, ready to go, I went to the post office. My car was filled, and I literally went box by box by box to the post office, in and out the door. Only one guy helped me open the door. There was nobody else around for the other time, so I had to like, open the door and everything. After I brought the boxes to the post office, I felt kind of hungry, and I didn't want to have to waste time later to get food, so I figured, yeah, screw it, let me just go get McDonald's. So what I got 2 McChickens and 2 hamburgers. Was like $5, so a pretty good deal. At the time, I wasn't anticipating thinking ahead when I should have. I should have thought, wow, I didn't poop today, so I should probably go poop now, force myself to poop. I wasn't thinking like that. I guess I was too hungry. So, later in the day, after I get through a couple hours of listing books, I start to get this urge to poop, and I hold it off for an hour. Then, after that hour, it really started to hurt, so I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna go to McDonald's again and poop. This was probably like 8 p.m. or so. After I finished pooping, it was a fine poop, I felt better, so I come back to the warehouse, and I start working on this pile right behind you. All these books on the ground. I have some that are good for Amazon, some that are good for eBay. Most of the stuff is pretty profitable, so I'm happy about that, and it's up on the shelves now, no more mess. There's some books that I couldn't find any history of on eBay. Like, where is it? The Computer Revolution book. That had no sold listings. And about an hour after I listed it, so this was probably actually an hour ago, somebody freaking bought it. And then I start to Google it, and AbeBooks, of course, is selling it for $40, and I listed it for $19.99 plus like $5 shipping. So, I mean, I'm happy with the transaction. Could I have gotten more? Maybe. But would I have to wait longer? Maybe. I'm looking to get more cash flow because I want to keep paying for these pallets from my source. Not going to say what it is, for the higher ticket items. So, yeah, I gotta figure out what I want, cash flow or longer term, maybe a mix of both. Other than that, I kind of dabbled in doing more book lots. I got some Dean Koontz, I got some Kathy Reichs as a lot on eBay, so I hope those sell pretty good. The shipping's easy on those, but I got a plethora of boxes, as you can see, so I could use those boxes, don't have to pay for boxes. Right now, it's midnight, I think. I probably want to go home and sleep, but at the same time, I want to finish working on this pile down here. So let's set a goal for myself. Let's be home by 2 a.m. What else is in the news? Oh yeah, stock market crashed today. Really bad. S&P 500 was down 2.3%? That's crazy. I haven't seen it gone down more than 1% in a while. But yeah, big stock market crash today. There's blood in the streets, time to eat. Unfortunately, I got most of my money wrapped up in these books, and what's coming, big news, another product. So, I kind of gotta balance things. I'd like to put aside some money every week from every Amazon eBay deposit to put into the market. I also want to dabble more in options with that Team Bull group, because I had a nice one transaction with them, one bad transaction. Yeah. But look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Gonna do some more books, meet with Josh Grooms. I'll let you know how it goes. Peace.